All right. What did you like about the film?
Right, well, this is weird because I have written down more dislikes than likes, but overall, I did enjoy the film.
Okay, and what does that say about you as a person?
It says I only remember the negative stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, talking about the issues that matter most, it's Cat and Funny.
The first main problem that I didn't like was the fact that the news helicopter...
Which was also the one thing you liked about it.
Yeah. I like the updates of the news.
Right.
I didn't say I liked the helicopter. The news helicopter was flying at the same level as the cab through the forest, through all the trees.
So the train's going through the forest.
Highly dangerous. There's no way that would happen in real life. It would have been above it at all times. Okay, here's one thing I didn't like. Now, this, although I've written it down as a dislike, it's not actually a dislike about the film. This is a dislike about a character.
Right, okay. Who was part of the film?
So it could be that he played his part so well to make me dislike him that it should be a good point. Yeah?
Ned, yeah.
What was his part?
His part, right.
What was his part? What was he doing there?
Do you want to explain who Ned was to the viewers?
He was a bloke with shades.
Not what he looked like. What was his... I suppose that's your issue.
He was a bloke with shades and a pickup truck, and his job was to just get in the pickup truck and chase after the train. But why? What was he going to do, even if he caught her? Right. Now, this next point isn't my feelings.
We were down the pub, weren't we?
We were at the pub and talking about it, and some people, some say, not us, but some say...
The bloke down the pub was saying, that's funny.
Yeah. There was a young lady in charge.
And what did this person have to say about that?
Like, we questioned what was wrong with that.
Yeah.
And this person said, A, that she was young, and B, that she was female.
Yeah.
You know, in a man's world, in charge of trains, and that shouldn't have happened. Mm-hmm. Now, you know, we were fine about that.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
We had no problems with that.
It's the 21st century.
Yeah.
Each man or woman for themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this person
So we promptly told him that he was not being very fair.
Yeah, it's a bit sexist, really.
Yeah. Okay, right. When he started chasing after the train, there were all these police there, and he said, I need an escort, and he was flashing his badge of who he was, part of the train company. So, God knows how many cars gave him an escort. There was about 8 cars. There only needed to be one. And also, he had a pickup. If he needed to get from point A to point B fast, why didn't he just get in a police car, one police car, and then drive him where he needed to go? Instead of all of them in their own little train of cars, right, pardon the pun, chasing the train. And another thing, when they caught up with the train, by this time, he is in front and all the police cars are at the back. Now,
what kind of escort's that? The police should be in front of them, is that what you're about to say?
What I'm saying is the police cars are far faster than a pickup truck. Yes. And they were miles back, as if he'd out-accelerated them, he'd outrun them.
Yeah.
Well, they had the faster cars. He had a pickup truck, they're not that fast. And he was miles in front of them. Anyway. Right.
I think the point you made earlier was if you want a police escort, why not, and the police have a faster car than you, why not just get in their car and say, give me a lift?
Yes.
And there is a certain amount of logic to that. To anyone out there, any celebs, that have a police, don't ask for a police escort, ask for a lift.
And also, there was lots of helicopters around. He could have hitched a lift
from the mouths of children.
He could have got in a helicopter and caught them up in no time instead of taking the whole film to catch it up. Okay, now we're on to the next part, right? Denzel.
For a film you liked, you've got an awful lot of points that you disliked about it.
I know, but you know, at the end of the day, I did enjoy the film. I enjoyed the film. I just have a lot of problems with the film. It needed to be ironed out.
Yeah.
Shall I go through my likes?
Yeah.
In fact, shall I go through my like? I've only written one thing down.